the stars align. Kelly Coffee takes you on a ride divine. In her thought bubble we soar through the night, exploring the universe, our vision takes flight. The symphony of galaxies fills the air. Come with me, let's ride on the cosmic breeze. With Kelly Coffee we'll journey through galaxies. In her thought bubble we'll explore the unknown. A grand adventure like no other we've known.
change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling, I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago.
Hey guys, it's me, Kelly. Come on in. Hey, let's see who's here. Oh, Jennifer. How you doing, Jennifer? I'm so excited to talk to you guys today about vision boards. Yes, vision boards. Let me find my pictures. Because I've worked with over 17,000 people, and thousands and thousands and thousands of them have done vision boards, and they gave me feedback. In the 30-day manifestation challenge I did in the past, part of it was doing a vision board for manifesting. And in doing this vision board, a vision, what do we call that? Like an altar, stuff like that, or just a space dedicated to focusing. So we've done type of altars, not in any belief systems, just for placement, and it takes up a certain amount in the room, and and so forth. So I've experimented with a lot of people and myself over time for these boards, and I've got some really good feedback on what works, what doesn't work, what works, but what works better, faster. So yeah, here we go. When I was learning about the vision board, some other people had already done them and gave me feedback. And I thought, let's try this. Let's make this is a like neat and tidy so you can see it really well, the idea and the concept. I'm going to give you all these ideas and concepts, you guys, and you are so welcome to go to thegodbubble.com, and there's a companion workbook. I try to make it affordable for you guys. There we go. On thegodbubble.com, and I've got some recipes on there, digital downloads for meal prep, like freezer meal prep as well. And in a little bit, I'm going to give you guys a code that's 100% off of one of the recipes. So you can try it. Let me know what you think of that. So there's a workbook companion I've got to this. I've got with this, if you'd like to do it, it's not required. But after you get all the information about how the system works and why, if you want something that's really ordered and organized and will keep bringing you back to why you're doing the vision board and what really works, then the workbook is absolutely fantastic. So you can use it as a list as well. So this vision board, what I noticed is pictures were powerful. You will hear people give all kinds of advice out there on vision boards. I have seen, like, don't choose something that's out of your reach. Choose something that you could probably attain. Okay, let's stop there. We've already forgotten the reason why we're doing a vision board. So why are we doing a vision board, Jennifer? Jennifer, why are we doing a vision board? And Jennifer's like, none of your business, Kelly. A vision board, what is it and why is it in our lives? And if we understand that, we know how to construct a vision board. Right? So what is the purpose of a vision board? Is to focus us. It's a focusing technique. And this person, obviously a millennial, from the way that they're decorating, looks very nice. Nice and beige. So this is a millennial way of doing a vision board. Isn't that cool? I've got some examples for every different lifestyle. Not as something to copy, but to go, oh, I can do anything I want. I can make this anything that I want. Absolutely. Because it's your focusing technique. It's got to make sense to you. Now, what I found in working with over 17,000 people is that pictures are number one. Now, what if you have a picture from a magazine of a yacht and a jet and an expensive sports car, and all of them have matching paint? Like, they're all matching. And we're talking millions and millions and millions of dollars. And you put that picture up there. Some people will advise you not to do that because it's either not attainable or not realistic. And I'm like, fuck it. How do I feel when I look at that picture? Like, oh, yeah, that's luxury. Then I feel that feeling for a second and then go, oh, geez, that's a lot of maintenance. Oh, and then do you have to keep like a pilot on command? You know, and do they have like a 1980s beeper? Beep, beep, beep. I want to fly somewhere. Like, how does that work? Pilot on call. and what if I want to go out on the yacht? It's going to take a crew to do that. And managing a crew. And then, dealing with, other people and inconsistencies. And then the car. Like, you can't drive it in the mountains. A sports car, they're too low to the ground. And you'll probably tear it up the first week you've got it. So would I not put that picture on my vision board? No. I put that on there because I got a feeling. The feeling was not, oh, I don't have that, lack and loss. Be careful of those. The feeling was, I like this feeling. Let's say someone invited me to a party on their yacht, and they are having to mind the crew and take care of all the maintenance and all of that. And I'm just going to a party on a yacht. Oh, yes, I'm for that. So I put that picture up there because to me, just because I put it up there, I interpret it. I interpret this vision board. I put those pictures up there because that motivates me to, maybe rub elbows with the people who have millions and billions of dollars because they have lots of advice to give out. Free advice. They love helping people. They don't just give people money. They'll support you. They'll give you ideas and support you. Yeah. They will. So it's awesome to be around those. So I put that on my board. I had a whole wall of like matching jets and yachts and sports cars. And then suddenly those are the people that contact me and want to do business with me. And I don't have to own a yacht and maintain it. So pick your pictures. It's your business. So if someone else is interpreting that way, then tell them to get their own fucking board. Get your own vision board to stay out of mine. For me, the only rule, if there is a rule, what is that feeling that you get with that picture? Not that whatever is in this picture is attainable or not. Whether I have those pictures of Paris, the pictures represent to me not necessarily going to Paris, but that idea of travel and the feeling of travel in general. Someone else comes up and goes, "You're never going to go to Paris. You were just complaining about that the other day. You know how the people that have visited recently, they don't like it and stuff. It's just another tourist trap." So, fuck them. This is yours. If Paris, your entire life is symbolized travel, even if you never go to Paris, or the Leaning Tower of Pisa represents just traveling in general, or a pyramid traveling in general, oh, you're in luck. I think the largest pyramid in the world's in the United States, and I think there's more pyramids in the United States than anywhere else. Pyramid people, pyramid travelers. Come on in, you guys. Hey, Ken, good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, funny guy. Ken is funny. Ken is sending me funny shit all the time. Sometimes the stuff he sends me, I can't put in public, although it's hilarious. It's like, under the God bubble brain that might be misunderstood. But it's funny. So yeah. About 90%, you guys, this is what I found. About 90%, this is what works. I'm going to tell you what works. Pictures. Pictures that bring about these feelings. So here's what happened to me. I went through wall after wall after wall covered in pictures. Not looking to attain any of those things, but what feeling do I get when I get those pictures? So here I am in Breckenridge, and I'm renting a place, and I'm not going to just put a bunch of artwork up and all that. So I've got these blank walls. So I was like, let me cover them in all these pictures. So I did. I covered like a whole wall, probably, oh my God, at least 6 feet tall. Like the whole thing, and at least I'd say 5 feet wide, 5 to 6 feet wide. Covered in these pictures. I just used tape. Because I talked to the people I was renting the condo, and they're like, we're going to paint it anyway, so we don't care if paint comes off, with the tape. So I'm like, so I was like, oh, okay. So that's why I use that method. So it takes paint off. So look at the different methods of, maybe mounting a board that you tape stuff to, or that you pin things to, like corkboard. There's all kinds of suggestions in the companion workshop or workbook. I've got all of that. So 90% pictures that bring about feelings. Now I found pictures alone doesn't work as well as 90% pictures with about 10% words. Meaning words, and there's one in here misspelled. It's supposed to be healed and it's wheeled. So please don't copy this vision board. Things might not be, success is all over the place. But this one might be worth it. I've put in the workbook, you guys, worth. Because it's manifesting worth in the sense of worthiness is the number one thing I've found in working with over 17,000 people. Not feeling worthy is why you're not getting what you're going after. You don't feel worthy of it. And then you keep blocks and programs and cords and everything along those lines. You guys, I have worked with multimillionaires who have become billionaires after I have worked with them using methods like this. So, whether you apply these methods or not is up to you, but I'm giving you the same information I give multimillionaires that are going in the direction of becoming a billionaire. Same information. Except please spell healed correctly on your vision board. Millennials are like, hey, AI made that picture. Don't blame that on us. Oh my gosh. Any millennials in here? Let's see if this method works differently for different generations. Hey, and if you guys would love to send me pictures of your vision boards, I would love to display those. If you want to send it to me, and it's like, Kelly, this is private. I just wanted to show you what I'm doing because I'm real proud of myself. I wanted to show off to Mama Kelly and send me your vision boards. Yeah, if you want to do that, just to be like, hey, I did this, and all. You can definitely do that. And if you're like, hey, Kelly, could you put this in public? I don't mind if you share this in public. I mean, I still have veto power because if you have a lot of inappropriate pictures or something, I'm not going to show it, obviously. But let me know if I have permission to show your vision board, and it might encourage other people. Other people might go, oh, I didn't think about doing that for a vision board. And then I could do like YouTube shorts, and I could put it on TikTok too, the ones that you give me permission. So if you want me to do those, make sure I have a 9x16 picture, up and down for TikTok and shorts. If you send me pictures of your vision board and want to share them. So, hey, how cool is that? How cool is that? So this is approximately, let's say 90% pictures that this person, there's feelings in these pictures. So the 10% words, I would always recommend choosing from the list of the 39 feelings and emotions that are original factory settings, if you will, for the soul and for this avatar experience. I would definitely recommend those as some of the words to put up. But what's going to happen is you're going to be looking through magazines and stuff on the internet, and you're going to go get some. I've got this in the workbook, you guys. And then you're going to go get, I don't know, real estate magazines, if that makes sense to you. And you'll get a real estate magazine that'll be focusing on this one huge mansion that 50 people could live in out in the middle of nowhere. It's all the water on a lake or something. And you got this huge word that says freedom that takes up like a whole page and stuff. And I would cut out stuff like that, like freedom, because it's like, yes, that's what I'm feeling right now. Yeah. So I really connected with the word freedom, with this feeling. And it was like Braveheart, that Braveheart, freedom, except for not the slicing and dicing. And I mean, for that, I do have recipes. Not for humans, but not for humans. Then there's a vegetarian version of everything. So go check it out on thegodbubble.com, you guys. I've got digital downloads. Oh, hey, let me put this up here for you. Did I please have made a banner, Kelly? Yes, I did it. Okay, check it out. This is your coupon code. Try my recipe system free for the spaghetti. So I've got this specifically for the spaghetti for you to go to thegodbubble.com and to be able to get one of my freezer meals, like meal prep, the freezer version, and see if you even like the format and all. I've got a vegetarian version that's mushrooms and stuff for the spaghetti, and it's southern spaghetti, you guys, where you cook the spaghetti in the sauce. You don't cook your spaghetti in water. You cook your spaghetti in the sauce. It's one of those recipes. Oh yeah. And it's freezer recipe too. Every single one of these is a freezer recipe. And I've taken care to look at texture, because those that are neurodivergent, aren't you like texture people? Like, Kelly's all about the texture. I don't do freezer shit because of the texture. Well, I can handle the texture. Because when you freeze these in very specific ways, and I did this over 20 years, you guys, like for a family. when you do that, you learn a whole lot about techniques for freezing things and maintaining texture, what you cook before you freeze and what you keep raw. and then you bake afterwards. And every recipe is from frozen. Like you bake it from frozen in a toaster oven. So it encourages the use of like a toaster oven or an oven instead of the microwave. Isn't that cool? And that's the only slicing and dicing we're gonna do. But these words, the feeling that you get from these words, and placement. In the workbook, I talk a lot about placement. It's only like $7, you guys, this workbook. And I'm going to have future workbooks as well that are highly affordable that are going to help with my live broadcasts on YouTube. Isn't that cool, you guys? I haven't been able to figure out, like, what can I do to support you better? What can I get that is affordable for you to go past my shows? Because you guys do really well when we come together like this. But then you try to put all this together, and it's like, until you have a session with me, like we do a session, and it's like, oh, Kelly, it all comes together and it makes sense now. We need to do a session with me. So that's what I was thinking, is just talking to you guys alone may not be enough, that I do a workbook, a very affordable workbook companion that's interactive and all for you, to help you to continue what we talked about on YouTube. So is that something that you want to see more of in the future? Something like that? Because I could definitely put these shows together in a way where I teach you good, valuable information. And then if you want to turn it into like some form of action, then these like companion workbooks will walk you through the process. Gosh, I'm so excited about this. Like on placement and how to do this and what are all the materials to use so you don't mess up your wall. What are ideas that a lot of other people have had? Share your pictures. Like here's something who's an artist. An artist probably is not going to go into magazines. If they are, it'll be one or two pictures torn out and pinned up. Usually they would make their own vision board. It's like, okay, I'm going to do this sketch because I want to do this bigger project later, and they put it on their vision board. Like an artist. Isn't this cool? Hey, Jennifer, born in 67. I think I'm Gen X. Yes, I think so. I think it's 65, so you're older Gen X. I was 69, Jennifer. Good year. Good year, 69. So see how there's, I try to do this as best I could, about 90% pictures and about 10% words on here in any form. Any form. This person who's artistic, it looks like they drew all that themselves. You know, someone like me, I got those real estate books and cut out these big words of inspiration. And then made this huge collage. This is what happened to me when I did the mix of 90-10. This is a Breckenridge. I did a whole wall. And I put those pictures up there with the matching jets and yachts and sports cars that are all matching. And I started working with people who owned those, who gave me all kinds of information to move forward in an amazing kind of way. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot. So then I looked at the board and it was like, wait a minute, I've achieved all of this. And it completely surprised me that I had achieved everything on my vision board. Because I've been doing vision boards, and again, like an altar, not necessarily a belief system with altars, but an altar meaning I got a table and I laid all this out as a place to envision and manifest. It did not work very well at all because the altar was kind of like flat, unless I spent a lot of money and time. And then, where do I put it? It took up, floor space. And I found the vision board on the wall. I could see it from everywhere in the room. It didn't matter where I was. I could see the vision board. And that made it more successful. I took pictures of it as well. And I looked at the pictures when I was away from the vision board on my phone. And that's how I was incredibly successful. And then the ones in my 30-day manifestation challenge that applied these concepts of 90% pictures and 10% words to their vision board suddenly were achieving everything on their vision board, and fast, incredibly fast, you guys. So I'm going to tell you the secret to this vision board. I'll tell you the secret, and then if you want to spend $7 into the companion workbook, it'll help you organize your vision board and think about a process of how you put your vision board together to be as successful as possible. Lots of questions to ask yourself while you're putting the vision board together to make sure it is successful. So if you're going to go cut out pictures or do it in the first place, let's do it successfully with percentages. That I worked with over 17,000 people, you guys, and had feedback on this. So here is why you're doing a vision board. It is a focusing technique. It helps you to focus and get into feelings. And that's the point, is to get into those feelings, not trying. And when you look at a picture and there's this feeling of, let's say, inspiration. Oh, I'm so inspired by this picture. Or like the matching yacht and jet and sports car that are matching. You know, for me, that feeling of luxury. Well, because someone else owns it, they invited me to their party and they're going to clean this mess up. I don't have to deal with that. Yeah, I'll come on your yacht and feel luxurious. And so I'll have that feeling of luxury. So those I attracted dealt with luxury products and luxury items. So I'm just telling you my vision board and what happened. Don't limit yourself. So that's the point of this vision board, is to bring you to an emotion. And that's the words that you choose as well, the 10% words that you have on your vision board that are very clear, that there's no, hidden meanings, not too complicated. Because if that word doesn't immediately, like when I look at that word passion, oh yeah, passion, I just started thinking of all the things that I'm passionate about. And alive, ooh, I felt that in my body. It was a tingle when I see that word alive. Inspire, freedom, that one got me. And that's enough for now. You can always take words away, add other words. But about 10% words, you guys. And about 10% of the space filled up with words. Here's another idea of what someone else has done. Different decor. They're doing things differently on the wall. The edges are not perfect. They're kind of like filling in what space is there. Roughly 90% pictures that bring you to an emotion, about 10% words. Writing, travel. And we've got Paris. We've got the Statue of Liberty. We've got Paris. We've got more Paris. And is that the Big Ben? I can't tell. It's too small. So again, things that inspire travel and the feeling of traveling. Not like pictures of a TSA line or anything like that. Hey, the gods, much love to you. Hey, Jennifer, my Visa debt is coming in the mail so I can buy your products. Oh my gosh. Oh, debit. Visa debit. Hey, Jennifer, today, I think you could do it without a credit card at all. It's on Try My Recipe System free. Squish it all together. And I don't think if it's lowercase or uppercase matters, but I did it in uppercase if you care. Jennifer, you can get that one today for free. And it's spaghetti. I don't know if you even like spaghetti at all, but I've got a vegetarian version with like the mushrooms and stuff for the spaghetti. For that. So what are you going to put on your vision board? Man, I had all kinds of food and some more food and more in kitchens and food and other that was sometimes that was almost my whole vision board. You guys, I went through like 3 or 4 vision boards in Breckenridge. So the system worked for me. I started 90% pictures that I had all those feelings, and then 10% words. And then I would go through a wall so fast and then take down all those pictures. I'd take a picture of it, take down all the pictures, and then build another vision board because I kept achieving everything on my vision board. Everything. This one of the most exciting things I ever did was that freaking vision board. And you can put it on your phone. The companion workbook, you guys. That is very helpful. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, Jennifer. Oh, thank you so far. I like all your rest. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. But you can get that one for free. That's to see, Jennifer. It might not be your favorite recipe, spaghetti, but I thought, what's a recipe that most people would probably eat? Spaghetti. And so I thought, well, let me do that one for free because I think more people would like it. So try my recipe system free. Type that in as a coupon code, and it should give you like 100% off and an instant digital download for the recipe for free. And it's Southern spaghetti that cooks in the sauce. The spaghetti itself cooks in the sauce, which if you are doing like vegetarian would be mushrooms and stuff. And if you're not vegetarian, none of my business what you put in it. But I've got some suggestions in the recipe. And then it tells you exactly how to freeze it so it comes out with the right texture. And then you can have like spaghetti anytime you want. Is that so cool? Most people are like, oh yeah, like there'll be spaghetti left over. Yeah, right, Kelly. It'll never end up in the freezer. We're gonna eat it all. So yeah, you guys go try that. Go try that, the spaghetti one for free. And tell me what you think. So yeah, check this out. Some people might be like, hey, the refrigerator or the side of the refrigerator is exposed. And so maybe you put a type of a board, like a dry erase board or cork board on the side of the refrigerator. And then it could be a vision board for the family, let's say. What are we wanting to achieve as a family? Not just one person. So this is ideas to get everybody involved and kids involved in making vision boards at an early age. And what is that? It's like, well, I see something in life I either need or want or I've got to possess it. Let's put on the vision board and start to let go of that thing. Why did I want that at vacation? I was after a feeling in the first place. I was after the feeling that I thought that vacation at the specific place, Cancun. I thought if I had this Cancun vacation, my life would be perfect. Everybody would love me. I'd finally be free. And that'd be successful and prosperous and abundant and wealthy. And all my problems would be solved. And I would feel worthy and valued, and I would like myself. And I was expecting that from a vacation. Have you ever guys ever been on a vacation? I'm just asking for a friend. Oh, geez, it's anything but relaxing sometimes. It's a lot of work to get to another location, to be busy sometimes, and to see things you could see anywhere around the world. That's what one person who did a lot of traveling in their business over, I can't remember how many years, like 10 plus years. And they went all over the world in their business. And what they said to me was, every place is the same. You've got this, you've got that, you've got the other, this, blah, blah. And the people are this, and it doesn't matter what culture, what language. You've got this, and this. The only thing that changes is the background. So that's what they said. Every place is exactly the same. You're just looking at a different background when you travel. So if we're going to still be unhealed and travel and bring our unhealed self to the travel place, then we're not really going to get what we want from that place. But what feeling do you feel when you're looking at these pictures? The feeling of TSA going through all your luggage and stuff? No. No, it's the feeling on the beach, and that's the point, is this feeling. The feeling. Yeah, Jennifer. I think you'll like it. And I think you'll like it better than just like spaghetti and sauce, vegetarian spaghetti and sauce. My opinion. Because you cook the spaghetti in the sauce. So I find that's different from these recipes, different than almost any other American, let's say, way of cooking it. Even if people mix the spaghetti in with the sauce, they mix it later. Or they put the sauce on and mix it all in. This one, it's cooked in the sauce. Yeah. Yep. So what do you guys think about this vision board? As I'm talking about what has worked, is that helpful information for you? Is that helpful information? Here's let's say college dorm kind of situation. College dorm furniture. Success. Amazing. Dream big. I found stuff like that in real estate magazines, you guys. You can find really big quotes and stuff that are feeling quotes, because they're trying to sell you property. They're trying to sell, sometimes multi-million-dollar houses. They want you to feel. They want you not to go like, well, that's a lot of money. It's like, oh, but you're going to feel free. So you get lots of cutouts in these places. So what did 17,000 people teach me about vision boards? Is that it's all about the feelings. Vision boards are simply focusing techniques. And in the focusing techniques, I found in working with over 17,000 people that if you have about 90% pictures that bring you to a feeling, help you to get to a certain feeling, to focus on that, and the words to go along with it, about 10% words, and you put it in a prominent place in your home. And then again, with the companion workbook, I've got all kinds of techniques for adhering it to the wall or boards or everything you can think of, from sources to get pictures, to what type of pictures. When you're looking at pictures, what feelings are you after? And the workbook helps guide you through the feelings so that you've got continuity of feeling in this. Because what a lot of those guides out there, they would tell you to do, don't do way on this side and then something way over here, this random thing over here, like you're doing race cars and a salmon recipe. And they say, don't do that. But what if, I'm just making this up, you guys, what if the race car feeling is that feeling of success, and that salmon recipe, you have a feeling of success? And now some random person out there has told you not to put those together on your vision board. But you're going, but both of them, I'll get that feeling of success. I successfully made that salmon thingy. I successfully won the race. Well, that's the feeling I get when I look at that. And a big rule of thumb, don't worry about what other people think about your vision board. That's why it's your vision board. From your perspective, it makes sense to you. From your perspective, it makes sense to you, this vision board. Isn't this good news? I don't know. I told you guys it would be good news day. Told you it would be good news day. Future shows that I'm going to be talking about the mantis beings and their interactions with us, and the different types of interactions that people have reported. Does the government know about this? If they do, what do they know? Is this in folklore? Is it in testimonies? You guys, here's an experience, one of the experiences that I had with the mantis beings, where they were giving me all kinds of information, and it looks almost exactly like this. This is one of the ways that I love AI in helping in presenting this stuff to you, because now I don't have to just describe it. You guys have heard me describe it before as neon green and pink ribbons that are going through the room, like in the bedroom. Well, the bedroom looked quite different than this one, but still, it's a bedroom with really high ceilings and everything, and it was filling up the entire room. And I was feeling very claustrophobic, even though I knew it was like in another dimension and everything. I was feeling very claustrophobic with all of this, because it was getting like, I'm like, is this going to go through my head? Is it going to pass through my eyeballs? Like, I didn't know what was going to happen. I was like, oh my God, I don't want the ribbons to touch me. Not that they would hurt me, but just the weirdness of what is it going to look like when, all of these have gone through my eyes and my head. And I can't see anything. What's going to happen? That's what I was thinking about. And I was so mad. I was mad because it was a female. I don't know why I'm calling it he. It felt very feminine. I guess because this one looks very masculine, but I had this feminine presence to it. But it like pinned me down. It pissed me off, like pinning me down. Don't pin me down. So I've got a whole show with a lot of information from all around the world about the mantis beings and what is the history, according to different cultures, of the mantis beings. What is their role? What are they here to do? Are they here to harm us? Are they here to help us? Are they here just to see what will happen when you fill someone's room full of ribbons with like random symbols that make no sense? And I was like, oh my gosh, was this something I was supposed to know what these symbols are? Or is there a test? Like, was I supposed to memorize this? What's going on? So yeah, we'll talk about that in a bit. So you guys feel a little less intimidated about these vision boards and a direction in the vision board way? Did you enjoy looking at the pictures in that it gave you ideas and permission to put shit on your wall? Because I had a hard time doing it in the first place, and my vision board ended up being a little more colorful than this, but really organized and nice big pictures and so forth. Mine looked a lot like that. And it was for me. And here you can see where this was done in, possibly either a cork board or some type of board that has an actual border on it. And this person was making all the pictures fit inside. So you can have it perfect like that. Again, here's an artist's version of not obeying the borders. So in other words, do what you want. And here's this one. I like this picture the best. This one feels better to me. Everybody's got their personal. Which one do you jive with, you guys? In the comments, which one? Hey Jennifer. Oh, it's Alexa S. Jennifer, hold on. English. Wait. The language for today is English. Thank you. Let me try English plus reading, Jennifer. It's the best explanation for a vision board I've ever heard. Oh, yay. Oh, fantastic. Good. And so you're not like, oh, I have to find the house because I've got to have a picture of that house with the red brick and the white columns. Or I'm not going to manifest it because that's the house I like. Instead, putting a picture of a log cabin out in the middle of the woods because you feel free when you look at that picture. And that doesn't look at all like your house. But then once you attain that freedom, all of a sudden that the red brick house with the white columns might appear. And you never put that style on your vision board. because it wasn't about getting the red bricks and the white columns. It was about the feeling that I wanted to feel when I got in there. And I felt that feeling in that log cabin. Even though I might not want to be like 3,000 miles from civilization, in the picture, I still feel free. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool that you go for the feelings of these pictures so you don't have to worry about the details? So the push-pull method and the law of attraction type of method, I only have like 6 minutes left, you guys. The law of attraction requires you to, feel it first and attract all these things. And focus on the details. Well, why do they have you focus on the details? The point is to get to the feeling. So it's like, okay, I'm going to go out and get the big house because I want the big house. And then I look at that picture and I really want that picture because I don't think I can attain that big house. And that's the feeling that you just put into your vision board based on how someone else tells you to do it with law of attraction and so forth. Is that helpful? So you don't have to go through all the details. And a lot of time when you do the details, okay, I'm supposed to focus on the details and the driveway, the circular driveway, because, fancy people have one. And it's got to have a circular driveway. And we focus on all the details and we forget it's about the feelings and the emotions. Because if we don't get to those feelings and emotions, guys, I got to hurry with this. But you don't get to the feelings and emotions, then what's the point? You've got feelings and emotions anyway. Let's check. And that's what my companion workbook, you guys, helps you to check your feelings and emotions as you're picking out your pictures. And you don't just pick a picture out because it has red brick and white columns. Because you look at that and go, oh, that's a lot of maintenance. That's a lot of work. I don't think I want that. So now you've just put something on your vision board you don't want. So, yeah. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys. In the 4.5 minutes I have left, do you have any questions for me before I say goodbye? Check out thegodbubble.com. I have got all kinds of awesome stuff over there. Let's see if this is where I put it. Yes. I've got recipes, you guys, for cream corn. I'm going to bulk later. Or batch. I'll have batches later for you guys. Your shepherd's pie is the best shepherd's pie you'll ever have. I guarantee you. You'll never have anything like it. And then it's for the freezer. So I help you to prevent freezer burn by basically pouring butter. I'll give you a tip. Pour butter on the top of everything. And you've got your thermofrost layer. Oh, you guys. Yeah. I only have like 2-3 minutes left. Let me show this to you. I've got step-by-step instructions. Corn bake 3 ways. And then you can put it in the freezer. And everything is from frozen state. I encourage you to grow your own. I'm going to have all kinds of sauces and spice blends later. Oh my gosh, you guys. How awesome is that? If you want to have recipes for if you have texture issues, you guys neurodivergent, and you're like, I can't handle frozen foods, you're going to love this. You're going to love this because I teach you the methods to freeze things in a way it doesn't mess with the texture. And especially in the cooking methods from frozen. You guys, I did it over 20 years. So there's the spaghetti. Hey, I didn't do the spaghetti justice, you guys. It looks a lot more amazing than that. So make it yourself and send me your pictures of these recipes. I'd like to feature your pictures if you give me permission, or just private pictures. See, I've got step by step. Did you know to put a mustard layer on there? You guys, to put a layer of mustard. And that is the secret to making your chicken cordon bleu and chicken Kiev stick and the stuff in the middle not fall out. Mustard. I've got step-by-step instructions on how to get this done, and then you freeze it. And then you take them out one by one and bake it in the toaster oven from the raw state to freshly baked. So check that out. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Any questions? anything I can help you with? I know Ken already has purchased. Thank you, Ken, for purchasing several recipes so far. And since I talked to you, Ken, I posted a few more if you want to go order those. Thank you for supporting me that way. Get my algorithm going behind the scenes. Thank you. So you guys, I've already had people order the companion workbook. I've had people order that and said it was incredibly helpful. And it explained a lot of things as to why their vision boards didn't work in the past and what they were doing. So Jennifer, again, yours is for free today. And everybody try my recipes system. Free is for the spaghetti recipe, specifically for the spaghetti recipe for you to look. And hopefully you like spaghetti. I picked one that I thought almost everybody would like. And even if you don't like spaghetti, go ahead and get the recipe for free. You can send it to your friends. You can read the recipe and go, well, I don't like spaghetti, but my friends who do will love this. And share it with your friends and see what they think about it. See if you like the instructions. And as I go along, you guys, I wanted it to be educational. So I've got a lot of instructions to the point of being redundant sometimes, because I don't want you to think that you're restricted to freezer meals on only my recipes. I show you the process and teach you the process of how you freeze these things, like putting mayonnaise on salmon skin, and it doesn't get freezer burned. You guys, I love you. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to run, check out thegodbubble.com, and I will be seeing you on the next video.
Realm of dreams where the stars align. Kelly Coffee takes you on a ride divine. In her God bubble we soar through the night, exploring the universe. Our vision takes flight. The symphony of galaxies.